with the windshield wiper effect.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
1, 2. Back here. 1, 2. Over here. 1, 2. Here. 1 and 2. And here. 1, 2. Here. Hands up here. 1, 2. Here. 1, 2. And here. And there you have PeekABOO slip. Break off to the side. Execute. Getting out of the way of straight punches and even big hooks. Overhand rights. Break off to the side. Let's see it done by the guys. Peace.
Left, right, right, left. Just go left, right, right. Left, right. Right, left. Okay.
Come back.
Yeah. Ready? Ready. Again. Left, right. Back. Right, left. Back. Step, step. Left, right.
Get them damn hands
Right. Step, step. Left, right. Back. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right. Right, left. Step, step.
Execute.
Left, right.
Boom.
Right, left.
Boom.
Step, step. Left, right. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right. Right, left.
Stop there.
Step, step. Left, right. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right. Right, left.
Again. Left, right. Boop. Left, right, left. You know what I'm hoping? That you had a takeaway from that video.
Boom. What is going on? You know what it is. It's time to get it in. And with no further ado, with your boy, it's time to box. I want to know where my people are from and where you at, because today we're going to have a very great episode of It's Time to Box. And what is It's Time to Box? For those of you who have never joined and watched this channel, whether you're in YouTube land or if you're on Facebook or Instagram, this series was created to show the complexity of the science of boxing and how do you simplify it, because that's what the issue is at large. So let us know where you're from. Drop it down in the comment box. You know we love to give you love and give you special shout outs. We will in this show be covering the essence of footwork. And why did I start it off with a footwork that was out of the PeekABOO program? Is because that's what this is alluding to. We're going to really give you some insight to it. So let me know, like, if there's questions that you have, because we're going to actually cover some of the questions that we've had currently in the past week. And we like to make sure that the fans get the best opportunity to have their voices heard. And why? Because I'm someone who searches on YouTube if there's a product that I like to get, and I can never find the perfect video. So this is an ongoing feat where we really show you the basics of the footwork and how does it look. So this next 10-minute clip, we're going to give you some amazing detail in how does it look. There are my people out there. Special shouts out to you, my brother. Let me put my glasses on. These names are all over the place. Evander Gonzalez. Where you from, Evander? Let us know where you from. Special shouts out to my man, Ricky S. Moore, School of Boxing. Always hashtag your name, and you know what, we do it. There you go. My man, it's good stuff, brother. Y'all got to hang tight because we are about to get it popping right here. And you know we getting it in the School of Boxing. Next one. Let me see. Go down the line. Oh, Ammon Nim. That is a very interesting name. Charleston, South Carolina. I love Charleston. Rainbow Row. You didn't know I knew. I know about that Charleston life. Charleston is one of the more epic epicenters in on the entire East Coast. It's a very great place of destination and travel. Good stuff. Arizona's in the building. What's up? Let me see your name again. Eric Carrington. I like you already. Eric Carrington. Special shouts out to Eric Carrington. We got New York. New York stays in the building. Let me see. And I'm having to do this because I got extra lighting today. We change it up. Polizzi, Daniel, New York in the building. Special shouts out to my brother. Is that William McDonald? I don't need to know your name up close with the glasses because you got a kind of common name and you're in the school of boxing. Special shouts, brother. This is going to be a good one today. So there'll be a lot of takeaways. You'll see some things that really are familiar. But the thing about it is when you're learning boxing, man, it's so much detail in the basics of the skill set. So we're going to really break it down. I can't wait. I'm looking so forward to this one. What's up, Coach? Coach Carrington in the building. Let me see. The gym is located all over the place. You'll see a bunch of guys. We got trainers all over the globe. So if you got a trainer, you got a guy who's directly in the school, you got one of the guys who operate and train in our systems. So you just got one right there, Coach William McDonald. We got Marquise George. We have Glenn Hudson, Eric Colazar, Everett Washington. We got Arkansas. We got South Wales. Man, we're all over the place, but the best place to get us, and this is the truth, and this isn't just to shoot a plug for the School of Boxing, right here on Facebook and on YouTube. Where Facebook, we have a group where we go over this kind of stuff. This is what our day-to-day looks like. What you're seeing right now, this is the stuff that we do in the School of Boxing. So the register for the School of Boxing, you just go to the schoolofboxing.com, register, man, and I think it's $25-$30 a month, and you can just learn and be in the same pool. You don't have to go to these other groups. You can go to the pool and really learn and put your videos up. We critique, and then you see and learn from other coaches that are around the globe. So our style, the style that you develop, just is so solid, and that's kind of where you can find us. We're transferring our facility, our main facility, to Boca Raton, Florida, South Florida. So that's where you'll be able to find us if you have to come physically. But we only work with trainers. We train the trainers and we have clinics. Personally, Coach Eric A. Bradley does not work as a coach anymore. I'm an absolute educator, a professor in the sport, just like Custy Amato was. You never saw him by ringside anymore. So with that being said, that's kind of where we are. But we have built and groomed all of these other guys. Thanks a lot for that question, though. Next one, and then we're getting ready to get into some serious stuff, man. I'm not going. Alabama in the building. Bomb squad. I had to throw that in there. That was cute. Columbia. Nicholas. It's great to see you. Welcome to It's Time to Box. I think a while ago I said the fight show. Now, with no further ado, it's really time to box. We are truly about to go and learn some techniques. So taking you through the learning process in which we utilize, it'll give you more insight to how we actually, what it takes to go through all of this stuff. So here I go right here teaching the box steps, and there'll be several other techniques, but there's no fast way to learn the boxing science. There's no fast way to learn it. So to give you insight to what it takes to show and learn is just advantageous for you. Special shouts out to Globe Street. That's good. Check it out.
And 4, step. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Step and step. And that is the box step. First thing we're going to do is get our format. So making sure everything is tight. We get back to the art of the basics whenever you start and prep for sparring. So elbows tucked right here at the hip bone. Hands under the eye socket, feet at 12 and 2, and we go right back in the phases of being at the day one, So, boom, and we hop. Best thing about this is you get reconnected to what it is you need to do at the beginning stages and phases. So when you become more of a novice and you go into becoming an open fighter, you'll have those basics ingrained. So you're gonna go left, right, forward, back. We usually go here, here, here.
Special
and
shouts
twice
out to my man
front,
Calvin Sneed, coach
right?
that is
So it's gonna go
out
right,
of Virginia in the
left,
building.
and
Check
lead
him
with
out.
the foot in the direction that you're going. So
UFC
you're going right,
Gym.
lead with the right, back, rear, left, lead with the left, and then boom. And keeping those hands and eyes. So when you get into the ring, you're already in that algorithm, and you're boxing and you're staying home, and that's going to help you get you to the next stage and the next level of your boxing. So let these guys take off. This is walking the floor. Good. Good. Back, forward, forward. Side, back, side, forward, forward. Side, back, side, forward, forward. Good. Side, back, side, forward, forward. Good. Side, back, side, forward, forward. Hands up, high, back, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Leave that in the
4,
comment
5.
box, people.
1,
What
2,
exactly
3,
skill set,
4,
or what would
5.
you and why would you
1,
like to
2,
learn that
3,
skill set
4,
in boxing?
5. 1,
Drop it in the
2,
comment box. Let us
3,
know.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stuff. Next is the double box step, where you take 2 steps. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double step forward. Now we go reverse, and that is the double box step. Going both ways, clockwise and counterclockwise.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step.
Good.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step.
Good.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, step.
Next is the hop steps, where you gallop and close the distance. So you walk 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 steps back, 4. Step, hop, 3, boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk the floor, close again. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hop steps. Get you to the place you need to get to. Let's get to the next one.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
2, 3, 4.
Y'all are absolutely insane. First, we're going to start off with a pivot slip. So you're going to slip and pivot and come back here. So you're going to slip here and pivot. Back here, and then you're going to slip out and pivot. And here, and walk the floor twice. Slip, pivot. Back, slip, pivot, here, walk the floor. All right? That's key. Making sure that you have each one of the slip drills, each one of the pivot drills, and each one of the break drills down. These are the things that like Mike Tyson used to use when he used to break off to the side, but you don't have to hop step with this. It's just a solo thing. Make somebody miss a jab and then watch the floor. Just slip. Just go ahead and make a pivot. Literally, stay on pivot. Boom. So just pull and do that. Slips and pivot.
And then step. And then step back.
Oh, after you do it. Yeah. Yeah. To the left. Slip and pivots. Pivot circuit.
Ready. Ready. Again. Slip, pivot, back. 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 Slip, pivot, slip, pivot, back. 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 Slip, back. Slip.
That's another one. Double step on the way back, but execute that. You need that one. Yeah.
Ready, ready, again, slip, pivot, back.
Remember how imperative it is to keep your hands up. You have to train your mind to not make mistakes. The one who makes the least mistakes minimizes his chance to get clipped in the ring. Hands up. It's Bible.
Back, step, under, roll, back, under, roll, back, under.
Like I was just saying, it is imperative that you're patient in executing the muscle memory stages of developing the skill so you can transfer it into the ring or wherever it is that you have to transfer it into. Even just your regular putting it together when you're shadow boxing. So just be patient. Let's rock. Muscle memory.
To the left, Ready. Again. Under. Roll. Back. Under. Roll. Back. Step. 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 Under. Roll. Back. Under. Roll. Back. Step.
The final one is the Ray Robinson step around. It's demonstrated by in the fight with Gene Foreman.
Boom. I love hearing the insight to everything. But if you guys want to see what's going on with that PeekABOO training, which we got it right here on the screen, make sure you hit us with a like. And the reason why we're doing this, because if we know if you do 1,000 likes, that basically lets Facebook know or YouTube know that this is kind of what people want to see. So that allows us to do that and make sure we don't waste a lot of time doing content that's irrelevant. Now, what you were just witnessing, and I saw some of the comments and people liked it, and then there are people who are unfamiliar with the method. But what you were seeing is what we call network teaching, the network skill set of walking the floor. And how does that benefit you? In boxing, the most important thing to be able to do is make adjustments. And when you have a guy or a team synchronize, each guy actually is naturally different. And so when you see them having to adapt to one another, it helps you in the ring when you are adapting to the other guy's algorithm, because in order to take what that guy does away, you must be able to adapt to his rhythm. So that's not an easy thing. Whenever you see guys do that, that's why they do things like line training. This is networking, walking the floor, and it's a system. And it's used for the past 80 years by the most elitist level coaches. And those coaches have commandeered to own all of the records when it comes to winning fighters. And as you can see, another one was Lomachenko. But you know, you don't know what you don't know. And that's what we're here to do, is to inform you. Not to mention that when you see these videos on Facebook and YouTube, they're upwards of 400,000 views. If you go on the timeline that you're looking at now, because people who are training actual fighters and fighters know that that must be something. And it's called network training. And you're in a network, and that algorithm and that's necessary, you're able to do it because you're able to constantly adapt. A super quick guy, super methodically technical guy, everybody's a different kind of guy. So when you can adapt and all of you guys can fall in sync, that's networking your motor skill. And of course, people don't understand it, and we're here to answer questions. So if you want to try it with your athletes, trust me, you'll find an entirely new hurdle to overcome, and they'll be able to break down different barriers. Special shouts out to my man Corey Bradshaw in the building. You know we got to show you some love. IOTBA, holla if you hear me, brother. It's good to see you. And Coach Calvin Sneed in the building. Another shout out to you. New York's in the house. And as we go, we're going to show you a little bit of this. And this is that fire. Now, we're going to show you exactly 5 minutes of this, and I'm going to breeze through it clip by clip. And what that's going to do is allow you to see why is it that the PeekABOO is such a savage training program. So let me show you.
Even with the stretch, you stretch them into the max. Because just that natural muscle memory of standing wide get to you before I turn you squaring up. Then
this is closing the gap.
so this drill is giving the guy an obstacle to actually overcome.
And these days,
So,
man, we're so long.
here, he's gonna have to try to get inside. So he's gonna get used. Just closing the distance twice as fast.
Special shouts out to George the Wild
as the
Prince.
average press.
West Africa in the building. Another king on the way. That stutter step.
And the next drills will be more of the offensive drill. What we're going to do now in this phase of the PeekABOO style is work some of the foot drills, walking the floor. There's a step process that we go through. First one is while the other one gets some focus in the hands drop. Pose, pause, decent. You got the right tempo, just boom. Beautiful. Come to the gym to walk the floor, your footwork. It's very important that you keep doing this drill because it just, your objective is to step. Come back. Stop. Ain't nothing you can do. Here you go. Good. 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 That's how you step. And crack that right hand and then step. Get a kill shot. You get one shot, one kill, your knockout blow. Ready, set, shoot the shot, and step. Good. Bam. Kill shot. One shot, one kill. You gotta walk this floor and execute that. That's your knockout blow? Thank you. Whoa. Power, immense power. Good, good. This is how you do it in the ring.
I pay close attention where we're going.
Power on every shot, increasing your
what's
endurance.
Required in the
Coming out of the PeekABOO style.
just not some fugazi stuff.
This is how you develop
about 300 different
your
muscle
power.
memory training algorithms. It's insane. Now watch the sparring. It's just not the typical stuff. You'll see many different techniques being used that have to be acquired to use the PeekABOO style. Very important that you know this. World-class fighters in the ring. Michael's like 18-0 right now.
Now
boy
what we're gonna
Jones
do is we're gonna take
will.
this PeekABOO offense, and we're gonna take it and drill it down towards the body at a counter. So he's gonna throw a right hand after I jab. He's gonna come in once again. I'm there. Then your objective at that point is to execute the pivot around, break him down to the belly, solar plex shots. Always stop your guy in his tracks. It's not an easy shot to recover from. You step around, push off, stab him with a jab, and repeat the same cycle. You jab down to the solar plex and rotate down. Boom. And you see where he is? Boom. But make that hop step when you come over here. Keep that pop, pop, and he's in. Like the Heisman Trophy. Good. Every time you execute it, it'll feel a little bit different because the guy will open up something else different every time. Do that. Try to counter him with a right hand. So George's gonna throw the jab to the belly and then rake it to the body. What if you come over? If he do, yeah, he can do that too. That's the Tyson. That's Tyson's favorite. The overhand right. You know. Okay, in this segment, what we're gonna do is show you how to press. Good. We'll get them knockouts for no reason. Ready? Go. Go. Where the guy's going. And boom, no matter where he's going, I come in here, I throw that jab under his jab, throw the jab, boom, pop, I'm on. Right, so what we're gonna do now in the PeekABOO style is show you how to walk the floor, and we're gonna do one set of combinations, how to work behind the jab out of the PeekABOO style, and then break off into other combinations. Here we go. All right, so how we're gonna work behind the jab is pop and good. Boom, boom, boom. Now, after you finish that, let me see you maul and then step. After you 1, 2, 3, and come up with another set. Okay. Ready? What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do the mid training where we go down and we pop off the jab, head pops, which are very important when it comes down to the PeekABOO style. Head pops frees your defender. The guy doesn't know which way you're going. It's an elusive way to get to where you want to get to in that ring. So head pops forward, we can break off to the side, pop, 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 throw the combination, and do the vintage PeekABOO maul. That's what we're gonna do then. Maul. Good. There you go. So tap first, just be like this. And then I'm walking to that point. Jab. There you go. That's it. That's it. Ready? Go. And the right hook. Let me see your right hook. Ready? Go.
These techniques are extremely difficult.
Give you a
Easier
cross.
to the eye, but once you're in the gym, and those who are in the gym actually know,
Go, go.
this is the real deal. You teach and tough first to learn.
One more time.
Having this boxing Bible here in your presence is a very, very powerful. Utilize it.
Good. Go. Yeah.
Predator.
I almost just started admiring the concept. Oh! Hey.
Oh, man.
That's how it was last year. It was fire.
That's how you were when I first came into the gym.
That's a take. Peace.
That was no joke, and that's a peep into it. So for those of you who are tuning in, make sure you check in. If I haven't checked you in yet, make sure you checked in, because I want to make sure everybody gets the love today on It's Time to Box. That's what we do here on the livest of streams, where we're teaching. And what we're going to do now is kind of give you a couple of things that are absolutely advantageous. And that's the words from you individuals. So first, the people who are jumped in on the fundamentals clinic, we have some things that we wanted to know about you all before we actually hit this off in the next week or two. Make sure that you register. It's in the comment box. So scroll down the comment box and find the link to register for this PeekABOO clinic, where you're going to truly learn why there's so many layers and how to actually approach these layers. Special shouts out to you, because you all left your information for us. So we're going to go through right now in the next 3 minutes. We are going to go through what you all were looking for in learning the PeekABOO. So as you see at the bottom of the screen, why do you want to learn the PeekABOO? We have 411 likes. The top video of the past week has 20,000 likes. Don't let me down, people. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't just sit around fandom. I do it too, but I've started recently being able to show more love to the people who take the time to create, so you can learn. Those people were doing something, so I would learn. And there are a lot of things I've learned off of YouTube and Facebook and Google. Trust me. But right here, why do you want to learn the PeekABOO? So here are some of the top answers. Corden Cadorsey, I'm a fighter and wish to utilize the PeekABOO in my upcoming fight. Now, how do I respond to that? One thing is for sure, you won't learn the PeekABOO in time enough for a fight. But what you can do is learn that there's a system out there that has a base format to teach you, and there's an entry level, and it's called the PeekABOO School of Boxing, which is run and owned by us. So make sure you take that information, because what we are doing is we are messing around the game in so many layers, from the UFC, from bare knuckle brawling, from, of course, the world of boxing, amateur and professional and Olympics. If you didn't see the post from a couple of weeks ago, we just had one of the Olympic coaches here, Christine Lopez. Special shouts out to Christine Lopez for coming on the show. You know, I am from the Olympic boxing lineage of the game, and it's just so beautiful to be able to share the spotlight with such a involved in the now female. So give the love to the females. But for those of you who are trying to learn PeekABOO on the spot, you can't learn it on the spot. And I'm going to respond to each one of the questions. So stay tuned. Don't hang it up, because it's nothing really on this hot right now. And I mean things that you really want. This is something you really want. And I know how much I love boxing. And boy, I would have loved to have a show like this going on. The next individual. So my advice to my friend is, don't try to learn it before you go into a fight. Get into a training camp, sign up in the school of boxing, go somewhere where people will tell you, no, that's not right. Don't just sit in the mirror. You won't learn it that way. It's too many things that you can't see yourself do. And you may not even be educated enough to know when you're doing something wrong. So coming to that coach, we got Coach Glenn Hudson, we got Coach Larson and Colazar and Stephen Willis out in Hawkesbury, Canada. Special shouts out to my brothers. Look, this thing is real, that what we're doing. We're not playing. As you can see, I don't dress up for nothing, but I dress up for you, because you are why we do what we do. Now, the next one is, I love this one. This young man, Carmen, made a, Eduardo said, ask it, said, is the peekaboo really effective? Is a really effective style, or was Tyson just a phenomenal fighter? What a great question. He came into the game to learn, was this guy a phenomenal, is the peekaboo a really great style? And or was Tyson just phenomenal? And yes, he was a phenomenal fighter. Hence is why I try to teach you all not to try to be Mike Tyson. You'll see so many different body types using the peekaboo in just that video. As you saw, Robert, who was more of a Philly shell kind of guy, who has a slick kind of style, but he was tenacious when he put on his peekaboo ears. And when you see him, he's the one with the dreadlocks, aka Mr. Philly shell in the building. His ability to get in and out and do that and learn how to implement the peekaboo in his slick maniacal style shows you that the peekaboo looks different on anything. How many of you have ever tried to sing along with Michael Jackson or someone like Chris Brown or Justin Bieber? You can't sing like that. Hum in your head. You have to adjust to what the style is. Mike Tyson is an absolute athletic freak of nature. You can't possibly believe that the peekaboo style looks that same way on you. Then you have Preem, who's 6'1", long arms, long legs, long reach, using the peekaboo. But you saw more of a pop pop. He used more head pop movement. So everybody extract pieces of what Tyson looked like and they implemented it. But the peekaboo is more than just rhythms of punching. It's the manner in which you know how to release those things quicker and more explosive. And those techniques are all shown there. So we're going to show you a powerful video after this. But it's just important that we speak and show you and speak to those who actually want to be a part of the PeekABOO Clinic, which right now we have. This is what the fathers wanted to lay in. He's a father. I want to learn, or I want to share my kids. I got a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I want to teach my kids. And so for those of you who are fathers, we are listening to you. So if you got to learn the PeekABOO because you are a father and you want to teach your kids, start at square one. School of Boxing, or make sure when you go up there, get downloads from the website, just make sure you're conscious of why you're doing it. And there are just so many cool ones. This is for the street fighter. Those of you who want to use it for self-defense. Hernandez, I'll catch his name when it comes back across the screen. Melvin Hernandez I want to know how to apply self-defense street fighting. Okay. First of all, try not to fight in the street, because if you're too good, somebody's going to pull out something else and use it, because you definitely don't want that smoke. So street fighters, bare knuckle brawling, learn the PeekABOO from the ground up. Feet, hands, head, defensive prowess, all of that. Trainers, here are the trainers who want to learn the PeekABOO. What are they saying? All right. Coach Neil Hurd, special shouts, TSOB. Being a part of TSOB and having the training package, I know I'm going to be well educated on this and hopefully bring it out into the gym once we're allowed to open up. That's what an educated guy sounds like, opposed to the other guys. And that's kind of what you see right there. Coach Neil Hurd is a member and a fraternity brother now of the School of Boxing out in South Wales. Special shout. So if you're out in South Wales, make sure you check their program out. Their boxing program is absolutely surmountable, second to none out in South Wales. As for Coach Hurd, he is in the building and educated well. Step by step, you will learn the process. You don't have to go around looking at YouTube or Facebook or Instagram anymore. You can finally go to a place of respite and learn how to box. Stay tuned because we are going to hit you off with this last PeekABOO drill, complete drill. You can utilize this drill in 2 minutes, but I have to make sure the enthusiasts of the game, this is what they want to say. All right, Timothy Till would like to learn the PeekABOO style, but it just seems difficult just over the web and not in your gym personally. That's why I try it out to see how it goes. So, Timothy Till, you're right. It is difficult over the web. It's difficult when you actually are in a boxing program at the gym. So, let alone no one that's not going to a gym or under the tutelage of someone who teaches this will ever learn the PeekABOO. Will you be able to do the right movements? Yeah, but you don't even know what it's called. Like I said before on the last show, that's windshield wipers. That's not the PeekABOO style. The PeekABOO style is much more complex. And when you're seeing these videos, you're not seeing exercises, you're seeing biomechanics. We're showing our athletes the biomechanics to the things that's necessary. And what you're watching out in social media is the final product of those biomechanics. But you don't know the biomechanics. No one's going to put those drills out there. How to get your body to operate and act in that manner. You can't do it. No one's going to teach you that. That's the stuff that takes forever. Like everybody sees when Francis Ngannou won the heavyweight title, or when Dillian White knocks out Povetkin over the weekend. But they don't see the training, the 8 weeks that no one's allowed in his room when he gets back to it. They're not allowed. You don't see the part where everybody's arguing in camp. You don't see all of those blood, sweat, and tears, those emotions you have to go through every single 24 hours. No, you don't see all of that stuff. And that's kind of what it's all about. You're not going to get this stuff on the web. It's not going to happen. Samuel Trimble, PeekABOO counter punches. These are enthusiasts. The PeekABOO counter punches is what he wants to learn, the combinations, i.e., when an opponent throws a 1-2, what's an effective common PeekABOO counter? Man, you got to be kidding. So this is kind of what the level of naive behavior is when it comes down to the PeekABOO style. You cannot just learn what is the counter for one combination. How many times is a combination going to come after you counter it? None. You have to learn, and this is what the internet is full of. People who are enthusiasts or antagonists who don't understand that this is not a game. You don't play boxing. You can't learn boxing on the internet. You have to be told no. So if no one's in your house or no one's at your gym telling you no, you're not doing it right. You got to adjust, adapt. I have to do it to myself. I know you can't do it. I'm third generation. I'm passing out the fourth baton. When it's all said and done, I would have coached and trained more coaches than any coach in the world. That's facts. All right. We're over 64,000 coaches trained in the past fiscal year. Who's done that? Bottom line. So no, you can't learn it. And I have to be the one to tell the truth. So register in the comments box below for the clinic that we're going to do specifically. And yes, it's going to be 2 hours of the most in-depth learning you'll ever want to see. So we're going to take it back to the beginning video and show you a little bit about what we're doing in the PeekABOO training clinics. Let me make sure I didn't leave off some really good comments because there was some good things. Oh, I gotta see Jake Paul fight is coming up against Ben Askren, and April 17th. Headlining is our man Steve Cunningham, Steve USS Cunningham, and he will be on the show this Friday on the Fight Show. So make sure you're around to tune in. Steve USS Cunningham is in the building. Special shouts out to former world champion and the first and almost the only man to knock down Tyson Fury. In his own words, Tyson Fury says, Steve Cunningham's the toughest man I ever fought. The guy is a fighter, a pure pugilist, former world champion, and back in the building. Special shouts to my man, Looking forward to that. And if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure press like now. Make sure you're in the building. Let's see this last clip, which is going to really give you some clean insight on the PeekABOO style. Utilize this technique and make sure you register. For those of you who just gotta know, whether you're a father, whether you're an enthusiast and you love boxing, whether you are a fighter or whether you train, it's for everybody, as you see in the comments. We're going to put some more comments up as we watch. Continue to let us know where you from and continue to smash that like button. YouTube in the building. Let's get live. That's right. Terry Hill, you can sign up. The registry is inside of the comments. So just scroll down the comment box or someone will put the link in a comment to you. And everybody else just look for it because it's going to be absolutely insane. If you're on this feed, you evidently you want to know something about it, or you just like the way I come across the screen dressed up all clean. Let's get it popping. Let's get to those 1,000 likes.
The shape of the ring, we call it the box step. So in order to execute the box step, we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hop. Slip and hop.
There we go. PeekABOO hop step.
Perfect. Goes over here. 1, 2.
Benjamin,
Back
get on board,
1,
buddy,
2.
and make sure
Over
because it's going to be a one-time offer
1,
to get.
2.
It's going to be a one-time offer to actually.
1.
Let me put this out of the screen for a second. This is going to be a one-time offer to let people in this absolute crazy clinic webinar, so you can learn and obtain it. The material that you want to have, you can obtain it, and it's going to be a special offer for all you guys. And I'm not trying to be all salesy or anything, but I know when it's all said and done, this kind of stuff in your possession increases your value exponentially. Back to the topic at hand, the PeekABOO. And for those of you who have signed up, much love, and we got you covered.
And here. 1, 2. Here. Hands up here. 1, 2. Here. 1, 2. And here. And there you have PeekABOO slip. Break off to the side. Execute. Getting out of the way of straight punches and even big hooks. Overhand rights. Break off to the side. Let's see it done by the guys. Peace.
Left, right, right, left.
Just go left, right. Left, right. Right, left. Okay.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ready? Ready. Again. Left, right. Back. Right, left. Back. Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Get them damn hands
Right.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right. Back. Right, left. Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step.
Execute.
Left, right.
Boom.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Stop there.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Step, step. Left, right.
Back.
Right, left.
Back.
Again. Left, right. Boop.
Back.
Right, left.
You know what I'm hoping? That you had a takeaway from that video. That special shout out to Dondon in the building. Welcome to It's Time to Box, brother. We always make sure we pay attention to the youngsters. Special shouts out to you, Dondon. Much love from the Fight Show team, School of Boxing, Master Boxing, Coach Eric A. Bradley, the Fight Doctor, the real Fight Doctor. It's going down. Much love to the youngsters. Good stuff, man. I hope you guys take the time to appreciate what was going down today. And here is the link. Snag your spot for the upcoming PeekABOO Clinic is second to none. You'll be learning things that go further than the past 100 years in boxing. So utilize the time. I hope you appreciate it. It's time to box. Make sure to take time to tune in Friday at 5:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the fight show, where we will host one of the most dominant fighters at cruiserweight and moved up to heavyweight, Steve USS Cunningham. He's on the undercard of the most crazy, wild, loudest YouTuber in the game, Jake Paul. It's going down, man. So we trying to make sure we keep it locked with you, bring the top people in here that we can give the best information from, and continue love. Make sure to share the post and like it so we can get that love on YouTube and Facebook. That's what we're here to do. Send special shouts out to you. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Until next time, be blessed at Godspeed. It's time to box. Peace. PeekABOO Clinic. It's going down.